everyone. Hold on, let me. Good morning. Good morning. I am actually gonna put my volume up. I'm not gonna put my headphones today. Hey, April. Good morning, Michelle. Ohio. Buenos dias.
Yay.
I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving.
Yes, and we hope you have a fantastic had a fantastic Thanksgiving.
Okay, first of all, can I just applaud you right there for just like being able to correct yourself like on the spot? You
Yeah, it
used the
didn't sound
correct
right.
tense.
When I did it, I was like, yeah, not that way.
Hi, Andre. Oh, awesome. That just makes me so happy. Ah. Good. Oh, look
Yay.
how gorgeous you are, April.
Thank you.
All right. So today, I am so happy. I hope things are well with you, Andre. First of all, I miss you so much. And okay, uh, so as you guys know, I'm broadcasting this. Andre is such a dear friend, even though we've lost contact. But oh my gosh, the things that he has taught me as like for running like a business and stuff, and just working with him at Universal, ah, just heart. I just honestly, I heart you, Andre. This is just a shout out, just a shout out to you, dude. I mean, the things you've taught me, I still apply today. And when I say this, listen to Andre, especially the kids. All right, so today, my friends, we are actually going to talk a little bit about applying educational psychology to singing. One of the biggest things when it comes to voice training, regardless of what your long goal term is going to be, is maintaining the habit to practice. Now, and I'm totally not looking at a particular student, but I know at least one of you has heard my nags about practicing, like warm ups and doing
Yeah,
vocal
I
exercises.
don't do, yeah, okay.
and and I understand like how one the aspect of just like hearing the interesting sounds that may come out of your mouth, right? We're unsure if we're doing it right, and of course, a couple streams ago we talked about the the vocal trinity, the breath referring to your airflow. We talked about your larynx, your vocal cords in reference to your sound, to your pitch, and then your vowels in reference to your resonance. And we learned how to troubleshoot our voice. But I want to talk about today in how to create a habit to practice correctly. And yes, I am not going to lie, I'm going to be upfront about this. This is also an indirect way of nagging my students. It's just my angel being held with the horns
And
type
you're
of
good about it
situation.
because whenever I just don't do the warm ups, I know that you and Fiona want to just like secretly pull your hair out, but y'all don't.
Oh, no, I don't. Because you know why? I throw you the online chancla of doom, which I need
I
to
know.
create that online chancla and put it onto OBS. And when I hear that with audio effects, when they say, oh, I didn't do the warm ups, I'm just going to go.
But I do them in person.
Excuse me while I give this evil stare towards one of my students. Um, okay. So, habits. Habits are tough to create, right? And we have two types of habits. We have good habits and we have bad habits. And why is it so easy to continue with the bad habits? Well, we conditioned ourselves to continue to do those bad habits, whether it be unintentionally or not. And okay, let me know if you guys can relate. Picture this. You are ready. You're ready to start this. You started your morning correctly. You exercised, right? You're getting that momentum to study, all right? To apply, since it's educational psychology. You know, you did your exercise, you did your meditation. Channel the inner Zen. Then you did some journaling. And then you're ready to hit those books. And it felt perfect. Right? It felt perfect. For 2 days. And then, like, on the third day, it seems more of a hassle than anything else. Or it felt overwhelming. Or it wasn't in the top of your priorities to follow those particular tasks to form a habit. Have you guys ever felt something similar when it comes to vocals?
Wait, what just happened? My computer froze and then I had to restart my computer. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It's all
Yeah.
right. I was doing a
Yes.
whole picture this moment. Like, you're ready to study, improve your study skills, and you know, you exercised, you meditated, you did a bit of journaling, and then you were ready to hit those books, and it felt perfect for 2 days, and then everything just goes kaput from there.
Yeah. Kim practices every day. She practices more than anybody, but she can't practice now because she has COVID.
Oh no,
Oh
yeah, no practicing
no.
while COVID. But I appreciate, first of all, that is good habit for practicing every single day. And that's what shows your improvement in your voice. Okay, so it often feels difficult to keep a good habit going for more than just a few days, even with the sincere effort and the occasional burst of motivation. Habits like exercising, like doing your warm-ups, practicing your vocal technique is perfect for a couple of days, and then it becomes a hassle. But once our habits are established, they seem to stick around forever, especially the unwanted ones, despite our best intentions. And changing our habits or creating new habits in general are challenging for two reasons. One, we try to change the wrong thing. And two, we try to change our habits in the wrong way. It's crazy. So, our first mistake is that we try to change the wrong thing. And to understand what I mean, we have to consider that there are 3 levels of behavioral changes. We have the outer layer, which is outcomes. And let me go ahead and I'm going to grab a whiteboard here. Give me 1 second. Share screen. And then I'm also going to do this with OBS so people can see. Here we go. Zoom whiteboard. There we go. And let me just move myself back in frame on OBS. There you guys go. And then I'm just gonna put this over here. Okay. I am going to draw a really big circle. And then I'm going to draw another. I meant to do that. And then another circle. And another circle. So consider this as layers of an onion. The outer circle, we're going to know it as outcomes. The second layer will be known as the process, or the processes. And then our inner layer. This will be our identity. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust my camera really fast. Okay. Give me 1 second as I do this. Making this a little bit smaller here so people can actually see what I am doing. There we go. Make myself just a little, I'm just gonna make myself a little bit smaller. There we go. So these are the three levels of behavioral change. Outcomes, a change in your outcomes, a change in your processes, and or a change in your identity. So what I mean about outcomes, guys, this is about changing your results. So in this case of why do you want to sing in the first place? What is your ultimate goal? Kim, what is your ultimate goal? You can type it because I don't want you to speak. What is your ultimate goal when it comes to singing? What is it that you want to achieve? And as you are typing, Michelle, what is it that you want to achieve?
Power.
Power. How about you,
Yeah.
April? What is your biggest goal when it comes to singing?
There's a lot of things I want to overcome, like kind of like power belting and like doing. I'm trying to do wrist and runs, but I don't know why that's so hard.
Hmm. So basically, you want to have a stronger voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be a country singer. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is your outcome. Most of the goals that you guys set are going to be associated with this level of change. And then we have the second layer, processes. Here in this layer, this is where habits are created or changed. This is implementing a new routine. So the habits that you build is going to be in this level. So tell me, April, you mentioned belting.
Yes.
What is your routine? What is your vocal routine that you do to help you achieve that goal?
I don't really have, I know, but sometimes I try like to do little vocal exercises that try to help me to belt, but not in a painful way.
Okay. And by doing those exercises, how often do you do those?
not very often, but I know I should do more often.
Okay. So at least there's acknowledgement there, which is great. Now, well, I will resend this to you. Also, everyone that's in this Zoom call will get a gift. Hee hee. Um, and then, well, how about you, Michelle? What do you do, Evil Eye? What do you do? What is your routine when it comes to improving your voice?
First I stall and give y'all excuses, but then
Not a routine. I speak a
I'm
pain in the
being
butt.
honest. But then after I make y'all do it like 5 times, then I do it maybe after y'all do it.
Maybe. And that's a solid maybe. And it's more than 5 times for
It's a
those that
lot
are
of
listening.
But then you don't do it sometimes because I made you do it so many times. And then I'm
Exactly.
like, one more time. And then you do it. And then I do
And sometimes I stop during the middle.
it. Yeah, but I've gotten good at knowing when y'all are going to stop. And then I stop too.
Mm.
I watch y'all, but y'all don't get to see me because.
Oh, I hear everything, child. Who's not a
Okay.
child, FY. All right. And then we have the third and deepest layer. And this is your identity. Now, I read a lot. I am a proud book nerd, especially when it comes to, you know, to educational psychology, when it comes to personal growth, all of these things. And there was a book that I recently read and just worded this beautifully when describing the layers of behavior change. It said, and quote, this level is concerned with, wait, hold on. There you go. With changing your beliefs, your worldview, your self image, your judgment about yourself and others, and applying and extending that. Most of the belief, what it's trying to say is that most of the beliefs, the assumptions, and biases that we hold are associated with identity. So, to break it down, outcomes are about what you get, processes are about what you do, and identity is about what you believe. The reason behind the motivation to teach you guys this is, well, one, I've given you the science, right? The physical science of why and how warm ups, vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises are important for our voices, right? But there's also the mental aspect approaching this study, about approaching creating the habits to maintain those habits, to maintain those routines, to protect our voice. One of the there's so many big misconceptions, but it's definitely up there. One of the biggest misconceptions about vocal exercise or warming up your voice, one believes that just to sing a song is warming up their voice. To put that into comparison, that's like just running in a 5K without any preparation beforehand, without doing your warm-ups, without doing your exercise, without the stretching, without all of that. you're just going bam. And you guys are putting yourself at a higher risk in damaging yourselves. And yes, without the proper technique for my singers, and this is not to scare you, but you can vocally damage yourself. And I don't want that for you. I want to cover both the human anatomy and physiology. And I also want to cover the psychology that comes with creating these new habits to protect your own voice and to improve your voice. So that's the motivation behind that. So outcomes are about what you get, processes is about what you do, and identity is about what you believe. And when it comes to building habits that last, when it comes to building a system of just 1% improvement, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the share 1 second. Let me go back to my main screen here. Hi, Serena. Welcome. The problem is not that one level is better or worse than the other. All levels of behavioral change, or all levels of change, are useful in their own way, and they connect with each other.
Hi, I'm joining from the lab actually, so I won't be able to speak.
Oh, you come from the lab? Okay, no worries, and that's so cool. The problem when it comes to creating this new routine, this new habit, is the direction of change. Many people begin the process of changing their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. And then this leads us to the outcome-based habits. And then the alternative is to build identity-based habits. And this, my friends, will be hopefully the motivational factor that you guys will need to be at least a little bit more consistent. By, if you guys can't do like 3 days, then try 2 days a week, right? For like 3 weeks straight. And then try to add another day. And then another day. It's all about gradual change, not how much change you can do all at once. With this approach, we start by focusing on who we wish to become. What kind of singer do we want to be at the end? Whether it be a master of karaoke, whether it be, singing at your cousin's wedding, whether it is to be a professional singer. Those goals, those outcomes are yours. I want you guys to think of a concept here. Well, tell me this. How many of you guys consider yourself as singers?
For fun.
For fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just for fun. And then like when we get to go like karaokeing, like me and you,
Mm-hmm.
that's just fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. And how about you, Kim? You can type this too. What singer are you?
Professional.
Professional. Awesome. What about you, April? What kind of singer do you consider yourself?
I am not sure. I just do it for fun, like Michelle said, and like I don't know.
No, being a singer for fun is still a singer.
Yeah.
right? Singing, it can be a hobby, guys. It is okay, as many things are. And just like any other hobby, we work at the skill to be better at that hobby, right?
Yes.
So, regardless of why you're learning to sing, you guys are singers. All right, I want you guys to think of this concept here. Imagine two people who are trying to quit smoking. Now, when offered a smoke, the first person responds to, "Oh, no thanks. I'm trying to quit." And it sounds like a reasonable response, right? But this person still believes that they are a smoker who is trying to be something else. They're hoping that their behavior will change while carrying around the same beliefs. And then we have another person who declines by saying, "Oh, no thanks, I'm not a smoker." Although it's a small difference, but this statement signals a shift in identity. Smoking was part of their former lives, but not their current one. So, how does this concept apply to singing? One, if you're a singer, stop smoking. Two is, regardless on the reason of why you became a singer, you are still a singer. Why do you have to constantly practice for 10 minutes while I'm trying to watch my favorite show? Oh, I'm trying to improve my voice. Versus, oh, I'm a singer. Okay, maybe without the part, but you all are singers. Most people don't even consider this type of change in their own identity when they set out to improve. They just think, "Oh, I want to be this," which is the outcome. Or I want to do this, which is also an outcome. And if I do this and that, then I'll be this, which is the process. We tend to set goals and determine the actions we should take to achieve those goals without considering the beliefs that drive our actions. Any questions so far, guys? We have to remember that behind every system of actions are going to be a system of beliefs. Don't believe me? I want you guys to think, before you started taking singing lessons, what stopped you from taking singing lessons? You can let me know in the chat. What stops you from singing? Or what stops you from working out your voice? I'll start with myself. Even though I've sung all of my life, and I'd love to perform in front of others, but what stopped me from singing, like from my own family, were expectations. There were high expectations to the point where it was impossible to reach based on my situation, my age, and condition at the time. And that created an insecurity. So that prevented me from not being able to sing in front of my family. for so many years. What made me to during school in college, why did I not warm up at home? Well, I live with people. My mom lives with me. And she's always sleeping. At the point where I have to tell her, it's like, listen, I need to practice outside, practicing the vocal rooms in college. I'm like, dude, I need to practice here in the apartment, dude. Okay, I didn't call her dude, but how many of you guys can resonate with, to a point, to those stories? Whether it be family, expectations, insecurities, being afraid of being too loud in your home. Oh,
I can relate to all of that.
All of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Michelle, I'm saying this because I hurt you.
Yeah.
Every system of actions are a system of beliefs. If there's one takeaway that I want you to get out from this class, is that you are super talented.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no fighting me on this one.
Okay.
Nope, I'm cutting you off right there, Chica. I'm doing this because I care and I've witnessed the improvements that you've done.
I do some things, then sometimes I'm like, no.
Sometimes is a little bit more than sometimes, but yes, but
I'm
when
really
you do it,
happy
that's
right
the point.
now, even though I know I'm not a good singer, but
Whoa. What did you just say?
Fine. Okay. I'm happy now because I'm still in that little competition thing, and she messaged me again and said I'm still the top one so far.
See, point proven, Chica. Point
but
proven.
It's not. Anyone can enter and they can beat me, and then I'm not the top.
But that's the point.
It's scary.
It is horrifying. It is absolutely scary. And
Jasmine said she's not gonna enter so that I have a better chance.
But that's the point that I'm trying to make. What we believe impacts our actions. And fear has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And overcoming that fear and doubt, you have two choices. Either we can limit ourselves and give in to that fear and doubt, or use it as motivation to prove yourself that you are able to do it. And I've seen you, Chica, overcome that time and time again.
Only sometimes.
No,
and it's only
all the time.
Now it's only with you and only with Fiona.
Well,
because
although I feel that honor, I'm great, but I can tell you it's more than that.
No, it's only with y'all, because y'all are like y'all are just, yeah, I need y'all.
Now, how can we improve our habits? How can we control them? We got to prove to ourselves that it's not a hassle after the third day. We have to prove to ourselves it's not overwhelming. When we change a habit, we have to start small and we have to tailor these actions to ourselves. Yes, there are a bunch of tips and tricks and tips and suggestions that you guys can get from everywhere, and a good handful of them are fantastic. But a lot of these are generic. So we have to find these 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 tricks and tips and how we can apply them into our own lives when we find one that works for us. And then start small. Yes, are we teachers going to nag you on warm up every single day for the rest of your life? Yes, we are. But I'm here to tell you, since this is a new routine, it's going to be a new habit. Let's tailor it to you, to your current lifestyles, so you'll be able to expand from there. So start from 3 minutes. I know the magic number is 5, but start up with 3 and then work up to 5. You could do many breathing exercises and lip trills during that amount of time. And then try to do that, twice a week. Or better yet, every other day. And then see if you can add another day of just doing those 5-minute warm-ups until you find yourself being able to do that 7 days a week. And then once we're able to do that 7 days a week, then we can start increasing the time. And that will match where your level is going to be at that time. You're going to hear the significant difference in your voice. And by listening and feeling those results, that will also be an added motivator. So my challenge for you guys, although very, very simple, very singing 101, focus on your breathing. And my goal for you after each exercise is, welcome back, Serena. Hopefully you didn't get another shot of me going. It's to feel the breath control as you exhale. Without covering your mouths, without closing your mouth towards the end of the breath.
That's me.
I want you to keep it open as you feel that contraction. So guys, we've talked about how it impacts your voice. Warm-ups and doing daily vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises. Now, we talked about the psychology behind it and how to maintain that routine. Is it going to take time? Absolutely. Remember, it's not about how fast you guys learn something. What matters is that you end up learning it. So just to do a quick recap of what we've learned, we talked about outcome-based habits and identity-based habits. We talked about the 3 layers of behavior change. These 3 layers of behavior change helps you to create and maintain good habits. And it's okay to fall off the bandwagon here and there. It's hard. The outer layer are the outcomes. The outcomes are your goals. The second layer, that middle layer, is your process. This is implementing your new routine to achieve that goal. And then the third and the deepest layer is your identity. This is once again your beliefs, your worldview, your self-image, your judgments about yourself and others. Most of the beliefs and assumptions and biases that you guys have are associated with identity. And behind, and I'm going to say this line again and again and again, behind every system of actions are a system of beliefs. There's no doubt in my mind that you guys are able to achieve your goal. And I am going to be I'm going to be here supporting you guys, rooting for you guys. I'll be your little cheerleader to help you motivate you to prove to yourselves, to help you prove to yourselves that you can do it. But we need to apply the work. We need to apply the study. We need to apply the practice. And it's so easy to create excuses. But put a time and a day on when you guys are going to practice. Set a reminder. Now, for those that are new to this Zoom call, you guys will receive for free my singing journal. And where all the way in the back, there's a 100-day challenge, and where you could put a shiny gold sticker or you can color it in. See your progress. Repetition equals permanence. Practice equals permanence. All right, guys. Are there any questions before we end class today?
Yes.
Tell me.
I love class. We have to practice, and then after that we'll get better. And then also will you please do a music theory class one day and a piano class?
I can do music theory class.
Yay,
As
music theory.
for the piano, I don't think I will be able to for physical reasons. Unfortunately,
Oh,
my
okay.
my right arm is not as strong as before.
Yeah. Well, music theory is fun.
Yeah, music
love
theory.
it.
Yeah. One day I'll definitely add a music theory class.
It
Oh.
might help us as singers. So.
Oh, it'll definitely help you as singers do. Harmonizing, ear training. That's just 2 of like hundreds of things that you could do with music theory as a singer.
Okay.
Or transcribe on this, or transpose on the spot. Hey, transitions. If you guys haven't done so already, please check out my main channel on YouTube, Rosita Ruiz. And where I do talk a lot about educational psychology. I talk about it's a lot of teaching strategies, teaching tips, how to teach adults, how to teach youngsters, and more. So definitely that's, information that you guys want. Please subscribe. Help me hit the 4,000 hours. It's really hard. I'm not going to lie, but consistency, right? Creating those habits of putting out those videos, and put me on silent and just, watch the playlist. All right, guys. Until next time, I will see you next Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, thanks.